Salute when you see me. That jealousy is an ocean, and you either float or you sink it. Moment of truth, credit check, you not approved. BB King, I'm in love with the blues. Don't start me up, I got finishing moves. Look, salute when you see me. Slid through all the commotion, it's breaking news, they got an ad on TV. Popping out on them, I'm politicking, probably in a section where you not permitted. My honey's matching my Dodger fitted, playing all goal, ain't no stopping in it. Look, salute when you see me, I bought her a CC and that was her purse. Disgusting what do for a purse, disgusting what do for the clout. I'm one of the realest could vouch. They thought I was done, but all that out, you gotta play my next around. Salute when you see me. Put in the car to my runner, get to you speedy. Still thugging like the days when they weren't hearing my CD. Made it out of the trenches, just salute when you see me.
Today, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, this is Madden Football on EA Sports. Minnesota Vikings taking on Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers.
Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. It can certainly get loud inside this building. And just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. Minnesota's offense and QB Kirk Cousins set to go here.
Not bad for a 4th-round draft pick. Well over 100 career starts now. And the chemistry with his top targets, really on point. They spend a lot of time in practice and after practice making sure the routes are run well, and he knows exactly where they're going to be on the field. And when they get open, he delivers.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. That's into a pick six and a Packer touchdown. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Kirk Cousins and the Vikings offense back on the field and looking to erase his memory bank from his opening drive a moment ago that ended in a pick six for the first points of the ball game.
And in my experience, a lot of quarterbacks, after throwing a pick six, the first thing they want to do is fire another one and get those points back immediately. But it really helps you get back in sync as a good, long, methodical drive, mixing the run and the pass, tamp things down a little bit.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. On second down, Cousins again. Complete, Jefferson to target. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Cousins. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get this.
Sent away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Veteran Green Bay quarterback Aaron Rodgers ready to go for drive number 1 along with the rest of this Packer offense.
I remember watching him in college and seeing a guy that you knew had great potential, but I don't know that anyone knew that we would see how he would blossom as an NFL player who will go down as one of the all-time great quarterbacks. Can make every throw from every angle with terrific mobility, and he knows how to win games, always in contention for a championship.
Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Open man, here is Cobb. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. Now a play fake. Rodgers. This is caught. Touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 27 yards. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Well, early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense, it's correct. But it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. That time a 6-play drive, and it ends with a Packers touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And the football going back to the Vikings offense. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. To throw, Cousins. They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. And his pass incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. He'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. On play action. Now Rodgers. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play there, Rodgers to Adams, 48 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the 30 on 2nd down, Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 20-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Jones. And they'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Extra point try now for Crosby. And it is now 21-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and next possession. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we can draw so far, they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Let's see if they change tunes. It's a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. They'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
3rd and long for Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. On 2nd down and 4, Rodgers. A check down here to Jones. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be. Thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. Rodgers sliding to a stop with a 1st down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. The give is to Jones. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 2nd and a couple. Rodgers caught on the right side by Jones. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. Now Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Well, you talk about a team coming into an opposing stadium and just taking the life right out of a crowd. That's what we're witnessing here. 27-0, Charles.
And this defense, they've just looked completely unprepared for what's been thrown at them. And you know they're supposed to adjust series to series. That has not happened for them, so I don't think halftime adjustments are going to help a heck of a lot. They are in major trouble unless they figure out something really fast.
Point up and good by Crosby, and it is 28-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Cousins now to throw on first down. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Open man, once again it's Thielen. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Again, it's Cousins. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson, 32 yards. And the Vikings get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Rodgers going to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And this will be incomplete. Both players with a shot at it that time, but neither coming away with it.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Looking deep for Adams. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one is maybe not exactly in the bag yet, but there is definitely a big mountain to climb in this third quarter. The teams are already back out there, so let's not waste any time, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 20 to go to start quarter number 3. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for him. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
From the 25 on second down, Rodgers. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And it's a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan from 13 yards out. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Now Crosby for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes are
in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. First down, here's Cousins. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Osborne. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Now Cook running right. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They run again on first down, Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll run on first down. Cook. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Credit Zadarius Smith, able to get through and make that tackle for a loss. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Handoff comes to Cook. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Cousins now. That is caught by Thielen. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. They'll run with Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. They try again with Cook. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. So a little extra time to ponder this third and goal as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Here's Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to be Packer football.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Second down, another shot for Jones. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. A give to Jones. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 64 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And they're going to speed things up here. On play action, Rodgers. Buying time. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. On 2nd down now. It's Jones. And some room to roam now. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, 40 yards. And the Packers are pouring it on. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe Not try and score a few more times. They don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Crosby with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. So the drive there took 6 plays, and the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, for the guys on offense. But the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Throwing, Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Cousins. Over the middle, complete. It's Osborne. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
7 yards, the pickup there. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 39. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Cousins on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And this is going to result. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Joseph on for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 28. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's polished off by a Viking score. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Rodgers on the return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Jones. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Rodgers looking to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Extra point try now for Crosby. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A drive there of just... Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.